believe that one of the chief ways to change our minds is to have somebody in our family be different. So when my son, your son, walks in and says, "Dad, I'm gay," suddenly everything's different. When your daughter walks in and says, I have a trouble with drugs, things change. And so we begin to see things not as the problem, but how do we fix them? What moves us, I believe, is the relationship, not the addiction. Addictions are horrible things, difficult things, maybe even impossible things. And so why do we tackle them? Because it's my son, because it's my daughter, because it's my spouse. Those, I believe, are the beginnings of what makes us act differently. And so we may be risking breaking a rule, breaking a tradition, maybe stepping on somebody's toes. But because the call of the relationship is so big, we're willing to take that chance. And I believe that's what Jesus saw in people. Not so much that here is a leper, and leprosy probably in his day was repulsive, probably. But what moved him to touch the leper? What moved him? This is my brother. Now, all of us cannot have that same relationship with all of reality. And we do run against people who say, this is the law. And so our challenge is to introduce, to bring forth the relationship. It's not always easy, and especially in our day, we have many people saying, well, who are those people? And how did they get here? And what are they doing in our town and our city? And the truth of our experience is they're here. And we have every opportunity, every chance to ignore, to turn our backs, to do anything but be helpful. And so when we begin by understanding or seeing that these two are my brothers and my sisters, doesn't mean that I have to empty out the larder and give everything away. It means that I have to begin to try to work at fixing what is broken, at mending what is hurt, at feeding what is hungry. That's where we are. And while we have some comfort in saying, oh, I just don't have enough money, I don't have enough time, I don't have enough resources, there's a certain comfort in that. But the truth of our experience is it takes almost very little even to be friendly, even to talk to the person who is ostracized or the person who feels lost. We're facing many, many serious problems in our day. And I believe the temptation, the biggest temptation, is to turn our backs. That we can't deal with it. Get rid of them. Keep them out. The greatest challenge is, how do we give them even a little? Once we get in that habit of giving a little, seeing a little bit more, there will appear more. Maybe more space, maybe more resources, maybe more people to help lift the burden.